car roars. Oh my goodness, how awesome is that? All that was already worth it. Oh my goodness, that's so good, guys, really. A wonderful good day, dear friends of fine motorsports. Welcome to a new video, this time featuring a car that you can genuinely afford. That's something you often mention. Matthias, you're always in 500 horsepower, 700 horsepower, 800 horsepower. Try something more normal. I'm very, very curious to see how this video will be received, because today we're driving a regular car. There's a 2-liter diesel with 150 horsepower, 360 Newton meters torque. Performance details later. This is the most preferred engine choice for the Passat. It's the top-selling power unit in this particular vehicle, and that's exactly why we drive it. Here, light strip. I even turned on the parking lights. Overall, I think the car looks very, very high quality. In the R-Line trim, there are 4 different lines available. Starts with Passat, then there's Business, then there's Elegance, and then there's the R-Line. Also, there's a continuous lighting band up front here. I think it looks very, very friendly from the front. Let's open the lid. There's a small detail there. VW has that. The whole car has been built on the platform of the Superb model, and that's the reason it has significantly grown in size. And the folks over at VW actually took several features from it, let's just say it like that. However, it's really super cool. So, over here, washer fluid, you take it and flip it open. And then you usually strap this up like this. So, and then you have a small basin here where you can pour it in. I think it's great. Definitely less messy, less splattering. The top speed of the suitcase is supposed to be 223 kilometers per hour. That's pretty fast and should be enough for daily use. I truly believe that nobody really needs a more advanced car than a Passat for their needs. We're continuing at the back with the topic of the trunk. The trunk capacity has increased by an impressive and whopping 40 liters. It now boasts an impressive capacity of 690 liters. That's just really incredibly huge. And right over here, we actually have a power socket. 230 volts. So this is really... You almost never need that much space, except on vacation. However, on vacation, you're genuinely grateful that it's now incorporated into the Superb. And we notice that we have really a lot of space here. Man, this is insane. This is my driving position. If I were to drive sportier, I'd move even further forward. I'm 183 centimeters tall, and I'm not even touching the back when I push my hips all the way back. The space here in front is more than 2 hand lengths. Really comfortable. Then we have here, kids and teenagers will love it, phone slot. You can put it in here. There's USB-C, USB-C twice. And then over here, where the cup holders are situated, you also have an additional space for placing a phone or a tablet. I think they are adjustable. Yes, they are adjustable. What's in the back? Seat heating, indeed. Rear seat heating. See, you can adjust it cooler and warmer. I think it's really great. Cozy kids and warm moms in the back, while dads stay cool in the front, depending on what's needed. South now will go forward. What I find cool next is, I have to admit, also copied from Skoda. We have an umbrella over here in the door. Let's get started. So in the interior, first of all, we have the new steering wheel, which actually looks like the old one. We have the regular buttons back today. In my opinion, the interior overall feels really, really cohesive and well designed, except for this large display here. That's really great, because you can clearly see the navigation system, such as the map, very well on it. That's quite cool indeed. Plus, the map's responsiveness is now truly impressive and significantly improved. Look at this, how fast it's calculating. I mean, we used to get so frustrated in the predecessor how long that system took just to boot up. That's all gone now. It just works. And I think that's perfect, of course. We additionally have a regular display, which I really like because it's just fine, relaxed, and perfectly normal. It's not like I have to look there to see how fast I'm going. I just see it like that. As always, that's just so classic. I really, really like it. We also have a head-up display. And then we come over to this section. Surprisingly, there's actually no gear selector lever here anymore. That's positioned up front. Now there's extra space for this. We actually have 2 cup holders right here. Here we have a charging slot for your phone. You can put it in there. You also have a USB-C charger. It's actually now also ventilated. And what I really find amazing, it's a small detail, but I happened to notice it and thought to myself, yes, that's truly quite lovely indeed. That's the start button because it's integrated. Design-wise, it's just the same color. And when it's closed here, it really seems so clean and tidy. Damn, I genuinely like it quite a lot as well. You don't need to search for buttons. When you're driving at night, just press a button and the lights come on. I really like that feature.
Look, there's also a hidden feature.
A hidden feature. Okay, here it comes, here it comes.
If you turn it on and then press it long, you can dim it.
Oh, Digga.
And then, well, if you only want to be half blinded by the light at night, then that's awesome.
Wirklich geil.
What else? The quick seat controls up here guide you effortlessly to the massage function, enhancing comfort and ensuring a relaxed experience throughout your entire journey. We can do that while driving. The new suspension features not just one valve for rebound and compression, but two distinct ones instead. So separately, the rebound and compression settings are adjusted, and then you can fine-tune them and extend the range even more. So the gap between comfort and sport is supposed to be even bigger. With this car, I find it's not that important. Certainly when you're speeding down the highway and really pushing the limits, you'd prefer to have a suspension system that's a bit more sporty and responsive overall. Well, at least I do. If it just messes around like that, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
In fast corners, it's incredibly beneficial when it remains stable. And I've heard that it's supposed to be very good indeed. Let's check directly on the highway now whether it's really good or if it becomes too harsh. But the really cool thing is that you can actually adjust it seamlessly, or rather in 15 steps, which I'll call pretty much almost seamless, in order to truly make your own personal adjustments here. That's really quite good. The car is rated at 5.1 liters for every 100 kilometers. At the moment, it's showing an impressive range of about 1,150 kilometers.
That's truly a dream come true, you know, a genuine long-distance driving dream.
That's just incredible, and with 66 liters. Tank volume. To cover some distance with the car, I honestly believe that it's indeed quite good. But let's take a look at that now. Let's pull through for the first time. 80, 90, 100, 110. Ah yes, that is full throttle. So, we are now in comfort mode. I'll do a little steering now. It just steers just like a regular car would. Yeah, it's quite stupid. It's a bit silly to mention, but I really don't often find myself sitting in cars like these very much. Occasionally rental cars and such. That's why I find it super exciting what the car can do, or rather what it can't do. Just run through it. 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160. We're entering a curve that starts getting interesting at 160. At 170, 75. 180, 190. Honestly.
Da könnte mehr gehen.
Now it's becoming quite difficult and challenging, and he still hasn't reached 200 yet. But now he finally manages to hit that 200 mark. But do you hear that sound? Man, we reached 200. Not now, but earlier. Even at 160, the sound remains pretty much the same as it was at 200. I think it's okay, I really do.
The performance.
Yes. The torque is crucial too. You're not driving full throttle all the time, and you're not always accelerating from 100 to 200, but rather, you're cruising along and mostly staying between 120 and 180 on the highway, and that's why it's completely okay. Now, just imagine if you were living in Spain or Portugal or Holland or somewhere else where you're only allowed to drive 130, 120 kilometers per hour. Completely sufficient.
It's adequate.
In the city, it was incredibly enjoyable because the steering system is very smooth and easy to handle, yet you still get excellent feedback from it. Well, I really didn't expect that in the Passat. It's a bit smarter because you don't have to spend as much money on your car. And that's, I think, exactly the thing that makes this Passat so successful. This car has been sold over 30 million times across 8 generations. This is the 9th generation. That's super relaxing, super relaxing. So with this thing, I tell you, I'll ride along. On the left cheek, I ride the 1,000 kilometers. Yeah. And probably refuel after 850 kilometers.
And let myself get kneaded in the meantime.
Yes, exactly. And speaking of kneading, let's begin the massage. Massage in the past used to be a gentle press. What happens now? Let's go to the seats. So, I now have the back activation program. You can set the duration yourself. What else is there? Well, we have wave back, wave lower back, wave shoulders, circling, stroking, tapping, relaxation, and back activation. Let's skip back activation for now. Can you adjust the intensity there as well? Oh yes, there on the right. Yeah, go full on the levels.
Ja, immer Vollgas.
It's really pushing in hard. You can practically feel the thumbs. Oh,
That's truly needing.
do you also have?
Ja, ja. Ist richtig gut.
That is, I would definitely say, quite
Yeah.
similar or nearly
Yeah.
identical to being in a Bentley.
Yeah.
You really do have to take this in. It's a
Yeah.
Passat. What's the cost?
What do you think?
Yeah, I figure it'll cost more than 60.
The base price for the 150 horsepower diesel with the airline package, with many features included, is 53,470 euros. Pearlescent effect,
Yeah.
priced at 1,280 euros. The airline black style, which includes the entire black package, costs 480 euros. And now the important part, adaptive chassis control, DCC Pro, 1,045 euros in any case. It's ultra cheap. Fuck the color.
Yeah.
So definitely go for DCC Pro and just use plain white or whatever instead. Assistance package, IQ Drive 545 euros, luggage compartment pack 270 euros, air stop tires 235, 18 inches, sporty drive dynamics cost 500 euros. The winter package premium including auxiliary heater 1,650 euros, navigation system Discover Pro Max 1,185 euros, tech package passenger protection plus at 630 euros. And the Harman Kardon sound system with 12 plus 1 speakers totaling 700 watts for 910 euros. Costs a total of 61,965 euros, so 62,000 euros. That's quite a bit for a Passat,
Not particularly cheap.
but you can just leave out a few things, I think. Then you might get it. Definitely under 60 cents, but just around 60.
The ergonomic seats are absolutely sensational. Seriously, you can adjust them in a very, very flexible way. They're manual, not electric, which I find a bit odd, to be honest.
Yeah, it's sort of, the backrest is electric.
Sure, but everything else you have to adjust
Manual,
manually.
yeah.
You can tilt the seat base slightly, which allows the knees to rise a bit higher for more comfortable seating. I really do find that quite cool. Now let's go ahead and take a somewhat more sporty turn right over here. He does it so well, it's really amazing. So you have a very, very nice feeling in the steering. That's not especially thrilling. It's really not incredibly fast either. However, there are certain aspects that are genuinely and truly quite impressive indeed. Can you also really give it to him correctly? That's crazy, and he does it, right?
Yeah, and
Viel
keeps calm.
lauter.
If you give them such quick steering commands, they'll just drive straight ahead. They don't even notice that. I mean, really, with like normal cars, and it really obeys every word, it's truly exciting to drive that thing. So if I think about it now, you're taking it on vacation, and you've got some mountain pass ahead of you. I'll put it like this. With the new Passat equipped with DCC Pro suspension, it really drives significantly better than its predecessor. It's smooth and sporty, and you certainly won't experience any kind of understeer or oversteer with this car. If anything, it has a slight tendency to understeer, but there's very, very little of that overall. You see the curve here, right? Watch out. The curve is, look, it's closing in.
Krass,
We
ja,
went
ja,
through with
ja.
86.
Ja.
At the exit, we probably entered with 100.
Ja.
That's unbelievable, really, how the car handles, and we're still on comfort, right? No, actually, we're on sport.
I believe that's why it allowed a bit more with the ESP sensation.
Ja, ja.
Well, he hasn't really.
Initially, I stated my belief that nobody truly needs more from a car than what a Passat provides in terms of functionality and features. And that is absolutely true. No one truly needs more car than this particular one. You can literally do just about everything with it. Go on holiday trips, go for a bike ride, engage in sports, whatever you fancy. Attend business meetings. With a Passat, you deliver an ultra understated appearance. Show up in a 5 Series BMW and people will assume your business is doing exceptionally well. So, we've all made our decision, folks. We're definitely going to drive over to the Loop. Yeah, it's just that when it's really silly, then it's also kind of nice. And taking a Passat 150 diesel HP to the Nürburgring, that's just plain silly. Average consumption. So, we actually have an average of 5.6 liters there. This is calculated from the very beginning. That's from the start, when the trip began. It's what both the delivery guy contributed and what we did.
Exactly.
So, we can tell you it was really the drive from Wolfsburg to us, about 400 something kilometers, and it consumed 5.3 liters per 100 kilometers. He mentioned to me that he was driving at 200 whenever it was possible on the route. Yes, that's true, I'm not kidding. There was a lot of traffic and everything, but he did mention he drove at 200. He's already hit the road. So, and now we've consumed it with our highway cruising up to 5.6 liters, which is still unbelievably awesome. Because 5.1 is stated and we've now consumed 5.6, or rather we've yo-yoed it up to 5.6.
I truly believe that if you drive every day, you'll definitely get below 6.
Indeed, we're certainly remaining under 6. So it's obviously true that if you theoretically be careful, you can easily make the 5.
Yes, and then you probably don't have to drive like a crutch, but rather...
Just roll a little. Intelligently. Don't you think I have a season ticket? I do. With my Passat. I'm a Nordschleife representative, guys. I love driving around here with such underpowered hands.
Yes, I think that will be interesting again. Firstly, how he performs, and secondly as well, kind of. We're really standing in for a tourist ride because we want to see a bit more of the cars.
Exactly, it's similar to what we had with the Multipla back then. Could it be hello there? Could it be that we might get to hear some really cool sounds, maybe even from very loud cars? It could definitely have a touch more power as it goes around the loop. So we've already overtaken the first one, nice into 36. Really, no kidding. It's not too bad right now.
We have got 3 cars.
Dude? Driving on the back wheel. And the GT behind him. How incredible is that? It really was worth it once again. The way we navigate through it because it was nearly completely full. It is. AMG GT we are. Coming. The lateral support is really excellent. Yeah, the Cupra there definitely has more power. But in turns, he's not as good as us. He just lacks a DCC Pro. The brake is starting to vibrate a bit now, but the braking power is definitely there. The braking performance is there.
Yeah, rubbing, because it gets warm, right?
This is great, guys. I absolutely love it. But let's be serious for a moment. You can drive extremely smoothly and very swiftly here. We're in the process of catching up to a BMW M2. Does he let us go or not? Ah, he let us go. All right. Such considerate actions greatly enhance safety and improve the driving experience. Engaging with drivers like this underscores the crucial value of attentive, skilled driving, positively impacting traffic flow and the overall racing experience. All four wheels off the ground now. Watch out. Oh, there it is. Grandpa. Wow, this is going really well. I'm absolutely not kidding. Honestly, it works, and it's genuinely a whole lot of fun. Check consumption, please. 15.2 liters. That's 3 times the standard consumption.
Honestly, I would have expected much more.
Lap duration is 10 minutes? Would you say that's good? Conclusion. Country roads, highways, Nürburgring, with a 150 horsepower diesel-powered Passat. Passerati. That's exactly the way in which we can sum him all up. No, seriously, we genuinely asked ourselves at the very beginning, is that truly enough for me personally? Is that really enough for a day-to-day vehicle? And I'm telling you in all honesty, yes. Even for a Passat, I truly consider it to be quite luxurious in here.
I agree.
The massage feature is sensational, absolutely something to order. Having good lighting is incredibly important in any car you use daily. And then just go for it. You do have a really nice Passat, which does come with a bit of a price tag, unfortunately. Be sure to include that in your final conclusion. Simon, I think today was indeed quite a successful day, wouldn't you agree? A Passerati. Thanks. A Passerati, my pleasure. Glad you joined. Glad you all were here. Thanks, everyone. Bye.